Let me tell you about my friend George. Last year, George lost nearly 30% of his retirement savings in a market downturn. He couldn't sleep, his blood pressure spiked, and he started skipping social gatherings out of shame. "I worked my whole life to save that money," he told me. "Now I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know how to stop the panic." If George's story hits close to home, you're not alone. Financial setbacks, whether a market crash, unexpected medical bills, or a costly home repair, can feel like personal failures. But here's the truth. The ancient Stoics faced wars, exile, and financial ruin, yet they thrived by reframing adversity as opportunity. Today, we'll explore 4 Stoic quotes that can help you weather financial storms with resilience and even gratitude. Let's start with the first 2. Quote 1. "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Epictetus. When George's portfolio dropped, his first instinct was to cut back on everything: groceries, prescriptions, even his morning coffee. But Epictetus' wisdom reminds us that true wealth isn't about having more. It's about needing less. My neighbor Martha, 72, applied this after her husband passed. She sold their oversized home, moved into a cozy condo, and donated half her furniture. "Downsizing felt like losing a limb at first," she admitted. "But now I spend less time cleaning and more time painting. I've never felt richer." Action step: write down 3 wants you can release this month, e.g., premium cable, a gym membership, eating out. Redirect that money to an emergency fund or a joy that costs nothing, like a walk in the park. Quote 2. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Marcus Aurelius. George couldn't control the market, but he could control his reaction. He started a daily ritual. Every morning, he'd light a candle, jot down 1 financial action within his control, e.g., call my insurance about a discount, and let go of the rest. "It's like building a muscle," he said. "The more I focus on my choices, the less power fear has." Action step: when anxiety strikes, ask, "Is this problem within my control?" If yes, take 1 small step. If no, recite Marcus' quote like a mantra. George keeps his on a sticky note by his coffee maker. Now you might wonder, but what about big, unavoidable expenses? How do I stay calm when the bills pile up? Don't worry, we'll tackle that next. Let's just say, the Stoics had a plan for that too. Let's revisit George, who learned to focus on what he could control after his market loss. But life had another test for him. A $5,000 roof repair his insurance wouldn't cover. Panic set in until he remembered quote 3. "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Seneca. George realized he'd been agonizing over future disasters. A leaking roof leading to mold, debt, even homelessness. But Seneca's words snapped him back to the present. "I called a roofer, got 3 quotes, and found a payment plan," George said. Turns out, the fear of the bill was worse than the bill itself. Action step: when a financial what-if haunts you, ask, "Is this happening now? Or is it a story I'm telling myself?" Write down the facts, e.g., the roof leaks, and fears, e.g., I'll lose my home. Tackle the facts first. Quote 4. "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish, but wish for everything to happen as it does." Epictetus. My neighbor Clara, 78, embodied this after her son lost his job and asked to move in. She worried, "What if he never leaves? What if we argue?" But Epictetus' quote reminded her, "Resisting reality only breeds stress." She set clear boundaries, a 6-month limit, shared chores, and focused on gratitude. "Having him home reminded me of when he was a kid," she said. "We even fixed up the garage together. It wasn't what I planned, but it was sweet." Action step: practice acceptance, not resignation. For unavoidable setbacks, tax hikes, inflation, list 3 ways to adapt. Clara meal prepped cheaper recipes, switched to a senior phone plan, and sold and used furniture. "I didn't just survive, I found new ways to thrive," she said, bringing it all together. George's roof repair and Clara's unexpected guest taught them the same lesson. Financial setbacks are inevitable, but suffering is optional. By grounding themselves in Stoic wisdom, they transformed panic into problem-solving. Your turn. Seneca's quote, "Catch yourself catastrophizing. Ask, is this real or imagined?" Epictetus quote, "Write down one financial challenge you're resisting. How can you adapt?" Now, you might wonder, how do I make this mindset stick? What if old fears return? Don't worry, we'll end with a simple daily ritual that keeps Stoic strength within reach. Let's return to George one last time. After weathering the market crash, the roof repair, and months of sleepless nights, he sat down with his journal and wrote, "I'm not the same man who panicked over spreadsheets. I'm someone who adapts." Clara, too, found peace in her unplanned year with her son. "We fixed up the garage into a little studio," she said. "Now I rent it out for extra income." Turns out, the crisis was a blessing in disguise. Their stories show the power of Stoic resilience, not as a lofty ideal, but as a daily practice. Let's close with a simple ritual to make this mindset stick. The Stoic Evening Review, a 5-minute habit. Marcus Aurelius ended his days reflecting on 3 questions. Try this tonight. What did I control today? Example, George writes, "I meal prepped to avoid takeout and saved $50. Where did I accept what I couldn't change?" Example, Clara notes, "The property tax hike stung, but I filed for a senior deferral. What am I grateful for?" Example, George adds, "My neighbor helped me fix the gutter. Community matters." This practice isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Some nights I just write, "I tried." Clara laughed. But trying adds up. Your invitation to unshakable resilience. Here's my challenge to you. Try the evening review for 1 week. Keep a notebook by your bed or use your phone's notes app. Then, come back here and share one insight in the comments. Did a quote click? Did a fear lose its grip? Your story could light the way for someone else. If this video helped you, hit like to spread these Stoic tools and subscribe for more ways to thrive in retirement. Remember, as Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Financial peace isn't about avoiding storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Wishing you courage, quiet confidence, and the unshakable joy of knowing you've got this. Until next time, take care and keep thriving.